What's up, everybody? Dark Atma here. Gonna bring you some footage today with some Powertech PvP with emphasis on the advanced prototype spec. There's a lot of people out there that are saying that they like the Pyrotech version, or they either go tanking. Pyrotech for the DPS, I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like dots, especially in PvP. I think that it's healed through too easy. Or mitigated, especially if they get away from you. It's kind of, well, in my case anyway, from trying it out, it was hard to get kills. I prefer big crits in your face. And the other way that I look at it is, I mean, Pyrotech is the shared between Mercenary and this. And I mean, if you guys know from Mercenary, Arsenal is by far the best DPS spec, just because it's unique to the Mercenary tree only, and Advanced Prototype again is unique to Powertech only, which would only make sense that it's better. I think that people just don't play it for, I don't know, whatever reason, but anyway, we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna cover the skills or the talent tree and where I put my points and why I think it's so good in PvP. I'm already spec'd it right now, but I think my respec just reset, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to this guy here and get it all set up here. Let's reset this. Hopefully not spend $1 million. 1,300 is cool. Let's do that. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to start it off, and we're going to do Critical Strike. That's a necessity. Reduce cooldown on Electro Dart. Definitely Puncture with the Rail Shot for sure. Flamethrower and Grapple. It's mostly for the Grapple cooldown, because you want to use that. I don't know. Grapple, to me, like, it is a gap closer, especially since you don't have Jet Charge, but in my opinion, I actually like to use Grapple, well, I guess only in Hutball, and I'll show you why. You use it more strategically than you normally would, because in Hutball, if you run pre-mades, which I don't get to, but the main goal of Hutball is to, if you have the ball, make sure that you're on their scaffoldings and passing and getting in front of them and, you know, all that kind of shit, and using your force jumps, and there's a lot of ways to score in Hutball, but if you're on the defense, you need to make sure that nobody's on your scaffoldings and nobody's in your end zone. You need to clear that shit out and make sure you're not going to get charged from the pit, things like that. So with cooldown on grapple, you're able to pull people off those scaffoldings a lot easier. Do some pretty cool epic saves. I'll see if I can show you what I mean in some of my videos. So anyway, we'll go there with cooldown on grapple. We will get more damage, flame burst, retractable blade. Again, more damage here. The cooldown on Quell, I don't think it's that necessary in PvP. I've never really had a time where I was like, man, I really wish I had 2 more second cooldown. Sometimes it's getting to be like I might want to put a couple points into here, just because if you go up against a lot of sages or shit like that where they're spamming force lightning in your face and shit gets super annoying, then you might want to just interrupt it all the time. We'll do movement speed here, retractable blade. This is how you're going to keep your heat low most of the time. Let's see here. More damage. Reset cooldown, or make your next rocket punch free. Yes. Rail shot critically hit. Yes. I skip over this because I don't think it's that necessary. I also don't think it's that good. Cult to overload is also a big disappointment. It puts a hot on you for like 100. Granted, it does heal me at least for 611 up front right when you use it, which is kind of nice. So it does have a little bit of an upfront heal. I use it mostly when I'm running away and I know I got dots and shit on me and I need to like LOS and get to like a health pack or something. We'll do this, and this is the skill here. Why I think that it's pretty much the better PvP spec is 30-second cooldown. You get immunity from movement impairing effects, knockdowns, physics, and it increases your movement speed by 30%. So in places like Hutball, and you're on those scaffoldings and you're trying to do a lot of damage to the person with the ball, or you're trying to defend or shit like that, and people get in your face, you don't want to get knocked off. You need to be up there as much as possible, or in general, like if you go up against a 1v1 against a sage or a mercenary or anybody with a knockback, you get in their face, and that knockback is their main source of getting you away from them, and most people are spec'd into it so that they put a snare or a root at the end of it. So if you hit that at the right time preemptively, not necessarily right when you go in there, because it is only 8 seconds, so it's only like, what, 3-4 GCDs. You probably want to go like a 1-2 punch, so like 1-2, and then they notice you're on them, and then you hit that, and then continue with your shit, and then, you know, just finish off with some carbonizes and some stuns and some flamethrowers. More damage. Alright, now this stabilized armor is amazing, because with the amount of CC that's in this game, having 20% less damage when you're stunned. Since you're not going to be snared, stun's the only way they can get you off of them. They're going to stun you, and it's pretty much like having an energy shield up at that time. So it's really cool. People are going to stack CCs on you. They're going to try to do damage. They're not going to be able to get that much. If you have a guard on you also and an energy shield or whatever on you, you're not going to take any damage, and then you're going to have full resolve, and it's just pure rapage from there on. So and then you grab your immolate, because that shit is ridiculous. 2 points into rail loaders. Intimidation here. Then I do my rocket punch, and now you got 2 points left. Now, I put the 2 points into endurance just because I don't think that that's good enough to really worry about that much. I don't think 4% is that big of a deal, especially in PvP. I mean, I guess it could be kind of cool, like if there's a big group of people and you like taunt them and they're not attacking you and they're on the ball carrier or whatever, then you run in and flame sweep them all and they do less damage. I can see the utility in it. Aim, I'm not really that worried about. I think endurance is better than aim in PvP. I do take aim in my PvE, but I'll do all my PvE shit in a different video. Because I do like advanced prototype, and I think that it's the sickest spec. It's what I play all the time. So let's go ahead and commit these. And well, the other video anyway, when I start off and I'm talking, is going to be recorded a little bit differently. Right now I'm doing a live recording, and on that I can't talk when I play, so I'm just going to dub over. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. What's up, everybody? Dark Atma here. Bring you some hut ball. I hit my little record button, so I started lagging in the beginning because I didn't give it a couple seconds to get used to it, and so I like have no idea what's going on. And as you can tell, I like throw out this shitty ass death from above that hits like one person once. And anyway, so I'm just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm not even gonna taunt anybody. I'm just gonna run over here and get on this ball carrier and do what I do best and crit him in the face and try to take him down here. But talking about advanced prototype anyway, as far as how to play it, is you always want to make sure you're in a good position to either interrupt a ball run or, you know, just get medals, man. I mean, you got taunts, you got everything. I mean, you have everything that you should need. The only thing that you don't have is a good heal. Flamethrowing is actually something that's really nice to be able to do when you're in a good position. You saw just a minute ago I was able to do it when people were running up the ramp toward me because they weren't focusing on me, and I had 5 stacks and there's probably about 2 or 3 there, and it crits for like 2100 a tick, which is really nice. So I mean, that's huge, and it crits all the time, dude. As you can see, like all my shit just crits all the time and super big, and there I'm getting medals for just being me, dude. More flamethrower action, and flamethrower is one of those things that you can use situationally, but if you do it just right, you can actually use it really effectively in a 1v1 if you get in there. And the way that you do it is, say you get into a 1v1, you assume that they have their trinket up, just like you do in WoW. When you're in a battleground, you just assume they have a trinket up and you plan accordingly. So in this game, like what I'll do is I'll go and I'll run in with my small stun, which is my carbonized. It's a 2.5 second stun because I don't have my 2-piece bonus yet. That makes it 3 seconds. And you carbonize them. Well, I guess you get in there a couple times. You want to make sure that they're getting low, and then you carbonize them when they start to freak out. And they'll probably break it first and try to get away from you. And right when that happens, you got them, because then you just hit them with your regular stun, and then you just flamethrower their face and finish them off. And it's pretty nice. Always make sure when you do stuff like that with 1v1s that you hit your explosive fuels. But we're talking about something that pissed me off real quick. Is this warrior? Look, 1-5. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go stealth, and I'm like, gotcha, bitch. And I don't even know how he died, man. Just the sight of me. He just saw me and he was like, I give up, dude. You got me. It's good. It's good. So, that dumbass jumping in the fire, more people being bad. Like, this game feels like it's going back and forth. Like, I've been with the ball the whole time, but our team just, like, for some reason, just can't hang on to it. I mean, they can't either, but they've been on our side more than we've been on their side, and I find that to be a lot better. So, I think we do pick it up. We do actually win this game, I'm pretty sure. So, here we go. More flamethrower. Even just one tick, one person. And trying to save teammates right here. What do? I stun him. Bam. Run up in there. Start hitting him. Do I get a taunt off on him? I should have taunted him like first, but whatever. My teammate ran into a million dudes like a moron. So, running here. Flamethrowers. Oh, hit everybody. Yes. That's why I love this shit, dude. I love setting people on fire. I noticed that shit when I played WoW, dude. I played my fire mage in PvP, dude. Just fire. But I do lead this horrible death from above. I was just assuming they're going to go over the fire traps, you know, and you always want to lead your death from above, and that one I just like must have been too drunk or whatever. It's so drunk that I fucking got my ass knocked back. When you're on a scaffolding, make sure you use your hydraulic override. That's what it's there for. But that was actually a really good pass. I don't know how the guy with full health caught it and not the guy with no health, but if anybody knows like how the passing works in this game, please let me know. Like if there's a trick to like make sure that you catch it or make sure you intercept, like that'd be awesome. And I thought my teammate threw it away, and I don't know why I didn't throw it away because there's a million dudes, and I don't know. And pre-made's a little bit different. You can like call out for like a ball reset and shit, but here I'm just gonna run up. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna see these guys, and I'm gonna do something I never do, and that's just like backpedal for 20 yards, and that gets fucking charged like a tool. But they do something cool. They try to gain ground by passing the ball to me, assuming that I'm gonna die. But like I told you, dude, I don't ever die, and no, well, I'm gonna die, but I gotta pass the ball first, and they thought they could kill me faster than they could. So anyway, it's kind of a little insight in what to look for when you play advanced prototypes, big crits. You want to make sure you get those medals, hit those taunts, do everything you need to be doing, be in good positions for grapples. I'm going to leave you now with a little bit of a montage, kind of shitty put together because my video editing software is being crappy, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoy.